Alright, and with that, welcome to PMD the Phantom Thief, another hack project number 7, and we are greeted by a title screen, but like a different background. Anyways, let's get right into it. I used more items than is really ideal on the last mission. But the haul was fantastic. I should be able to lay low for a while, restock and wait for the attention to pass. Even after accounting for... Okay. Miss Maggie is... Eulalie? I guess, Eulalie? Anyways, you don't make yourself easy to find. You just blow a hole in my wall? You don't have a door. I don't need a door, I'm Miss Maggie's, I'm incorporeal. I can go through the wall. What if someone needs to see you? You realize that this is the den of a 6-star outlaw, correct? I don't really invite people to tea here. Yes, that's why I'm here. You're the Phantom Thief, correct? I'm looking for you. Well, too late. I'd already noticed your guild badge. First thing I checked for when you busted in here. I can't believe some of the recruits that they let through apprenticeship nowadays. Are their standards non-existent? Come on, confronting me in my own home turf? Battle's already over. No, I'm not here to... I've already armed my traps and I'm holding back the death switch with poltergeist. Breaking my concentration and the blast charges will bring the ceiling down and you and anything that could indicate my... indict? I don't know. My associates. That sounds wildly unnecessary. I assure you, in my line of work, it is wildly necessary. Fuck the setup too. I'm not even here to arrest you, I just need... Listen, let's start over. I need your help with something that requires your specific skill set. You need me to do a crime for you. Well, it's not even anything illegal, it's just requires your specific skill set. My partner's been taken. I need someone who can get into the place he's being held, secure him and get out. You're a guildie. Why not ask one of your own? This is basically a rescue mission. Well, I'm worried something's going to happen to him if we just have a bunch of guild operatives show up at the doorstep. You're a Phantom Thief. You should be able to get in and out without too much fuss. You must really care about your partner. Find someone as hard to find me instead of doing things legally. Of course I do. I mean, we're not even just partners. We've been friends since we were both robots. And he always called you the best in the business, his equal. The one that got away. Well, that could be him. The species fits, and he's one of the few who I think could have figured out where I live. How long has he known where my home base is? Just waiting for me to slip up so that he could swing in and clean up. I don't want to do him a favor, but I do like the idea of him owing me one. I'm going to have to move my base after this, and I just pulled down a lot of heat with my last job. Well, if Team Moonlight owes me a favor, then I might actually make it through this. But first, I need confirmation that it's his team, and the leverage to take the favor afterwards when he tries to backstab me. Alright, I'm game. I'll just need the names of yourself and your rescue client. Is it really necessary? You know, I'm not really supposed to be here. I know, nobody's legally allowed to be here, it's a criminal's den. As a rule, I don't work with anyone unless we're on proper name basis. It's all about trust here in my line of work. The name is insurance. You already knew mine, so it's only fair. No names, no deal. Fine, I'm Gilade Sigurd, I guess. My partner is God of War Asta. Oh, funny coincidence! He and I go back some ways too. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. A pleasure to make yours too. This will have to be enough to pull off one last job. I hope you know where we are headed. Yes, do you want me to tell you or to show you the way? Well, lead the way. Alright, I guess. And here we are. Through the mystery dungeon? I see. Do you know anything about the dungeon? Well, I honestly don't know much. I tried to enter before, but it didn't make it very far. A Houndoom saw me and called for allies with beat up, at which point I was taken out immediately by his scary strong electrifier. Well, alright, you wait here. I don't want to work with someone who can't face through walls. It'd make things harder. If you came along, I'd have to take you through the hallways, and that's too risky. Something could see us and shoot. I'll keep an eye out for those two species. I have a heal seed and safeguard orb so that I can use Perish Song in a pinch. Or if there's no walls to disappear into and wait out a Perish Song, then I can imprison them and cut and run. Alright, is that how all outlaws think? Oh, I'm better at it than average, but generally yes, if you're not willing to play a little dirty, you won't make it far. Well, good luck then. Thanks. And well, I do hope they apply the patch to not drain an incredible amount of barley every time I step into a wall. Anyways, stairs wall. Alright. Now, can we go through walls? No, it takes... it downs 3 every time. Alright. Which means we're still confined to hallways anyways. Unfortunate. Well, it could be worse. I do like to avoid waking. Picking them up unnecessarily. Alright, floor 4. Nice, we take this one. So, are we on fast speed? We already are. Alright. Good. So I guess we mostly want to avoid enemies. I mean, I haven't actually taken a hit yet, so I don't know the damage ranges we are dealing with. But if I can avoid every enemy, that's also good. Alright. Okay, has to be to the east, then. I think. Yeah, I'm starving, I got it. What do we have here? Blowback orb. Alright, we're through. Or at least like a midway thing. You know, I've always wondered. Okay. When you decide to make a lair hidden beneath the mystery dungeon, make a floor plan with a large empty room at the front. Do you intend it to be an ambush room from the start, or are you just using it for that right now? You think you're real funny, don't you? I don't like being laughed at, and neither do any of my pals here. Come on, it was a genuine question. I've only ever worked alone, at least as an outlaw that is. I wonder what goes into the decision making. Stop wasting your breath, there's 7 of us and only 1 of you. Save us all some time and just surrender or run away. Well, especially because if this is meant to be an ambush room, then you should have set your trap somewhere smarter. You know, one of those dungeon floors that can block orbs and certain moves that have no place in a clean fight. I can win this if I can fight dirty. This feeling, could it be? Someone seems to be trying to set up a psychic link with me. I'm a bit busy though. Oh. Okay. This is how the top screen looks. Alright. Miss Magius Eulalie? I wouldn't imagine that you're here to save me. And yet, here we are, living out a reality beyond your wildest imagination. The teammate of yours, Sigurd, he put me up to it. You're gonna owe me. Of course. Well, still I'm happy to see you. Well, it's weird to hear you say that. But now it's not a good time. They're going to notice that I'm just staring weirdly to the middle distance any second now. Come on, stop staring, alright. How kind of you to join us. Oh, please tell me you didn't spend too long workshopping in that line. Eulalie, that's the director. Please do not try to sass them. Not since when have you given a damn about respecting people? Especially with this, when this one doesn't look too tough to fight. I can't read, man. Well, let's see how it is. If you'd like to be difficult, then have at you. I could probably use Perish Song. Yeah. Should probably use the safeguard orb earlier. Anyways. Why are you still alive? Anyways. Stupid Hakumo. That should have been a perfect clean parish song rune sweep. Ah, it was impressive enough. I certainly wouldn't want to be on your bad side. Real funny. Don't tell me you've had a change of heart just because of one rescue. No, nothing like that. My luck was easy to pick with Poltergeist. In fact, I'm surprised you didn't bust it open with telekinesis yourself. Getting out of this cell would be one thing. Getting out of this place entirely would be another. Fortunately, you're here. You're way too happy to have been rescued by me. I mean, you got out so badly that your teammate had to come beg your ex to save you. Those guys weren't even that tough. You're not, like, embarrassed? What happened to your ego? I refuse to believe that you've grown as a person since then. Well, I'd like to think I have. And honestly, I didn't think we parted on the worst of terms. You know, it could have been worse. Last time we met, I used a kilogram of explosive to drop a ceiling on your head and spray you with steel flak. I dread to imagine what your other exes must have done to make that not the worst terms that you have parted on. Okay, let's not go there. Sure? No, I wasn't that serious. Now, I'd like to spend as little time with you as logically possible. So on that note, let's go. Alright. Layer sent. Alright, we do have to use always now. I see. I mean, alternatively, I could just... I did not mean to do that. This is bad. This is very bad. Yeah, I don't... I don't know if a safeguard orb will save us. Surprise, surprise, it does not. Whoopsie. Alright, floor number 2. Let's try to not use Parish Song on our own again. Okay, Running Kiss did very little damage. Okay. I would have hoped for Draining Kiss to deal some more damage. That was a very unnecessary death. Oh well. I think I'm just fast if I ignore the fact that God of War cannot walk through walls and just do this. Alright. See, floor number 4. Ja, cool. Ja. Alright, we're back on floor number 5. I'm gonna quickly... Alright, I picked it up. Eat up the orb, Mary. Heal a bit. Regain some belly. Then I'm also gonna eat this apple. Also, I have a dodge scarf? Invest thrown items. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? We can take this with us. Alright. Okay, let's see, Q come here. What do we have here? Vanish Seed. Alright. Okay, Shadow Sneak does a kill. I would have really appreciated to let Hakumo live, but okay. I guess we can just I'll do that. That's also fine. Alright, so stairs are indeed somewhere here. And for 6. I mean, I probably shouldn't just walk between the walls like this, but it's so much faster than just running around with Gardevoir. At least as long as Gardevoir doesn't fight anything. Alright. Also no stairs here, no stairs here, stairs are here. And we are through! Alright, here's your buddy. Now, we get to talk about the real fun part, where your team owes me. Our team? You gave her your name and she knows mine too. If we don't do what she asks, she'll report us to the Guildmaster. You've given her a blank check to blackmail our team until things blow over. But we're not even on the same team, or even the same kind of... But we're not even on the same team, or even the same kind of team, yeah. I do explorations with Team G-Wave. You hunt outlaw bounties with Team Moonlight. You're not? But you told me that you two were our partners. Yeah, we're, you know, partners? As in... Gay, I guess? Okay, cool. Okay. I knew Esther was gay, but listen, you have terrible taste in men. Wait, doesn't that mean... Sadly, yes. I have to have the same affliction. Okay. How are we exes? Yeah. Wait, you two are exes? Both of you shut up, that's not what's important right now. I wonder, Esther, why don't you recall basic facts about any of us? Including, you know, about yourself. They wiped my memories. What is going on, man? I'm confused as hell. They wiped your memories. And you didn't think that was worth mentioning until right this second. Really? Here, just let me form a quick psychic link with you and I'll show you how empty my memories are. How could they possibly have broken down your mental defenses? They're just that strong. No they weren't. I got the better of them alone. This is super weird. Just let me form a psychic link with you and I'll prove it. Hey, when you knew my name before I introduced myself, did you pull that information out of my head over the link? My dear Asta would never violate someone's privacy like that. Then, what, you think this isn't Asta, what? English? I was so close. I would have pulled it off if not for you people with your petty drama. But if you won't let me into your head, then I'll just have to knock you out and rifle through your thoughts then. What the hell is going on, man? So what's a rose about now? You're just giving up on it? You could have denied it and played with Sigurd and his naivety for a while longer. Who knows if he'd even have believed me. But fine, do it your way, amateur. All the easier for me, so it is not Asta now? Anyways, I won't let that happen. We're going to stop you and save Asta ourselves, so I guess not. By which he means I'm about to just Paris song you and then go save him myself. Not a chance. I've spent decades mastering the art of genetic flexibility. I'm increasing my HP values and reconfiguring my move pool to perfectly counter you as we speak. Direct espions are the true potential of my species, and I don't intend to let them down. Alright, so it is not the Asta that is in the cave, I guess. Please don't give us the whole outlaw monologue thing, it's such a B-rank criminal cliche. We're all better than that. I'll give you one last chance to let me into your head, or else you're both going down in flames. Metaphorical flames. All that Director Espion needs to know is where Team Moonlight have the guild trail Umbrian so we can rescue her. But I don't know that. And I don't care in the first place. I'll verify that for myself once you two are face down in the dirt. We'll see about that. I won't let you hurt anyone. Sure. I guess we can use... Wait, can we use Paris Song? I do have a heal. Do I have a heal seat? I have a heal seat. Alright. I guess. Ah, he has heal bell. I did a mistake. Well, that means I have to save him as well. Oh well. No work for us, I guess. I don't know if I should have stepped closer. Anyways, I'm just gonna blast him with Shadow Wall and just hope for the best. The death drops are nice. That, however, was not very nice. That was very... that did hurt quite a lot. Okay, he's still continuing to spam sword stance. If he would actually attack, that would be great, though. And not just use regular attack. Anyways, God was defeated. Alright. Second up refresh, we've been had. Yes, I did too. Stupid ditto. So, you Nazaraxes? And former teammates too. He came from a proud line of bounty hunters, I from a pair of outlaws. He was in over his head as a Keelia, trying to take down both my parents to make his proud of him. Yeah, I was running away from home and managed to save him on the way out. He was impressed by me, and I was charmed by his bravado, I guess. We found a Team Moonlight together as a rescue team, no bounty missions. It was a compromise of sorts. I wanted no part in making arrests, and we outlaws all end up where we are for our own reasons. Forming a rescue team let us be on a team without conflict over that. But now you've gone back to being an outlaw, and he has Team Moonlight run bounty missions all the time. Well, during one of our rescues, we ended up frightening an outlaw mighty Yenna. It was our fault, honestly. I got hurt pretty badly in that scruffle. I told him how I saw it and wanted to let it go, but you know how he is. Someone had hurt his partner and his pride wouldn't let him drop it, even though I asked him to. When the bounty posted for assaulting me, he took it on behind my back. It was Team Moonlight's first bounty. We, well, exchanged some strong language about it when he claimed the reward. I left the team because I quit and got to keep control of all the team's assets. So that was my first crime. As far as I see it, I took my fair share. Becoming an outlaw was a good chance to change my name and identity too. But he just couldn't let the slide of his ex stealing from him go either. I really can't read, I'm sorry. He pivoted Team Moonlight fully into outlaw bounties, and he's always had an interest in apprehending me in particular. But I've always given him the slip. The worst injury he got in his career was one of my own personal traps. I'm assuming he's the reason you knew where I lived in the first place? You would assume correctly. He was in process of hunting you when he was taken. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to feel about all this. But as a cat about Asta, I wanted to talk to him about this, see if we can make things right. I've always gotten the impression that he'd done something he'd regretted and was too proud to admit to anyone, even himself. I've given him the right if I've given him the right push, I think we might be able to set things right. Well, I'm assuming this means that you want me to do the whole dungeon again to look for him at the bottom again. Yes, frustrating as it is, I do. And I've done it twice already, I'm just gonna zone out until I get to the bottom. And so, Eulalie made her way through the lair hidden in those old ruins one more time. Picked up a couple oran berries and a reviver seed on the way down, and made it to the cell. If Asta really is down here, then this cage was a decoy, but it's all I have to work with. It's connected straight to the ambush room. There must be a trick to it. Well, we can walk through walls, so that makes sense. They put a connection to the rest of the lair behind a solid wall. I was fooled by the same trick I used to protect my own base back home. Well then, time to get even. Oh, I can't go back down. Lair cell block. Okay. Yeesh, this place looks like pretty sprawling, and some of these rooms are occupied. Better be careful. I'll have to stay inside the walls or be really careful then when moving between rooms. Hopefully this time it's the real Asta trying to link up to me. Lady, why are you here? I hope you're not trying to ingrate yourself to me. It won't work. What the hell is ingrate? Anyways, yep, that's Asta, right. Should have realized that the first one was a fake based on the fact he showed some semblance of decency. I can hear you, you know. Of course, that's why I thought it. You're lucky you found someone who's willing to stick their neck out for you, and you'd have to get real comfortable here. Or you'd have to get real comfortable here. You mean you're late? I advise you to stay out of my personal affairs. Oh, you misunderstand. Sigurd sought me out for help, not the other way around. Blew a hole in my wall to came back for help. And you made him give you his name? So I assume you're going to try to blackmail us into submission after this? I don't think that will be necessary anymore. Unlike certain individuals, I'm pretty sure he can be trusted to keep his word. My dear Sigurd wouldn't cooperate with the likes of you. Wanna bet? You really think? Well, I guess. Whatever. If you're going to insist upon rescuing me, then my cell is in the corner opposite where you are. Just don't step into one of the rooms where they're holding a meeting on the way. The bar and doors are made from steel from molten bishop shells. It's already immune to telekinesis, but not to poltergeist. Wait, bishop have to mold the solid steel carapaces? Sounds awful. Of course they do. Steel isn't easy to make grow alongside the rest of your body. Same reason some bugs shed their chitin. Well, sometimes I forget how gross having a corporeal body sounds. Sometimes I can almost feel how weird you are about it. Almost, but not quite. Just get over here and open the damn door already, would you? Sure. We can do that. There are a few jail cells in here. They're holding a meeting down here. Accidentally stepped almost into it. There's an invisible wall here, so I guess I have to enter from down below. Yeah. There we go. Couldn't be easier. Right, and because this is all so easy for you, you already know how you're going to get me out of this complex, right? Wasn't that hard to get in. We'll just... Oh, a solid wall. You're corporeal. Brilliant deduction, you see. So, this is easy. What's your solution? Don't play games with me while I'm trying to help you. You wouldn't be smiling if you didn't know the answer. Spill. It's simple. You just have to think like we corporeal lifeforms do. I'm sure you can figure it out. You're insufferable. Oh, please. You were having plenty of fun toying with me earlier. Turnabout is fair play, is it not? But fine. I'll be nice and offer a hint. Most of us down here have to breathe, or we suffocate, which kills us. A room with no entrances, and as many people as have been down here for as long as I've been in the cell, this cave should be a carbon dioxide cesspool right now. Sure, you'd be fine, but I wouldn't be. How come that hasn't happened? It's really a big room, and it hasn't been long enough to use up all the air yet? Vent system. Asta ripped the vent cover from the ceiling. By the way, that's how it looks. No, because it's ventilated, you see. Hey, you've had nothing to do but stare at the ceiling for what? A few days now? Don't act all clever, you just saw the vent cover and I hadn't looked up yet. And who was it who taught me that it's important to keep an eye on the ceiling? Why, there would have been any number of blast charges up there you wouldn't even have noticed until they went off on you. I'm incorporeal. The ceiling would just pass through me, you know? Like it did when you tried to raid my last den? Well, if you wanted to sleep soundly at night, you shouldn't have gone and robbed the bank. That's how it works, Outlaw. If you didn't want to get robbed, you should have given me a fair share of our Team Moonlight savings. Or maybe you could have had the ability to respect who I am in the first place so I wouldn't have had to quit. The ability to respect who you are? Even after you almost killed me, I still made sure that you had your new name and pronouns when I signed your arrest warrant. You signed my arrest warrant? See, this is what I mean. You have no clue how I feel about anything. This is about you breaking your promise to me. If you had just listened to me when I told you what I actually wanted instead of going out looking for revenge, we'd be fine. Well, you didn't have to make it into such a big deal afterwards. It was one mission. You weren't even on it. But I guess you can't let anything go, so I'll just have to be a bigger person. Says the one who's been chasing me around for years on a stupid grudge. Well, I'm going to crawl through these vents now instead of bickering with you, even though I can still hear you. Unfortunately, if I walk over a room that has people in it, then they're sure to hear me. So you're going to scout ahead. Alright, press Alt to talk to Asta in the field, you can tell him where to go at junctures. Fine, for the sake of the mission I'll play along with this. Okay, let's see. I cannot go. Oh my god, scheiße. Where the hell even are we? I have genuinely no idea. I think we are now... Wait, we went down once, twice? Alright, so we should be here now, right? Well, I can only go down, so that's... I mean, I can only go one direction, so... Okay, now I can, actually. Okay, I see. You now have to go up. And you should now be here. Which means now you can go left. You should be up here. I guess you should be able to go up. And then left, and then down. Let's see, left. Should be in this one now. So you should now be able to go down into this one. Then once again down. And now we are in this room. Yeah, I guess we just go down one more step and he's out. I'll wait for you to get down there. Perfect. Yeah, let's save, sure. Well, here we are, almost out. Yep, we'll be rid of each other soon. Another lesbian. I don't know who they are, but they seem to think I know something. Kept trying to break into my mind to find it. Not that I let them in. I'm not weak enough to let them get away with that. Well, that sounds like a problem for a future you. I want to get you out of here so that I can claim my reward already. Sure. Oh hey, wondered if any of you had managed to get that back up by now, Director. And you even brought us a new friend. Director Espion and a stray Mariana. I'm going to enjoy this. Do I know you? No, you just remind me of someone. Someone who wrote a good friend of mine a long time ago. You say it as if you haven't done the same to countless of the guild's bounties. I'll pay you double what you've been offered by Team Moonlight Ghost. Just stand down and let me have him. Sorry, but I like to keep my promises. I'm not going to betray a team that I helped found. Not like this. Thanks? You're going to help me take those two out of commission then? Well, don't mistake me for a pacifist just because I don't drag people back to the guild. Well, let's make sure those two have a good reason to remember us. I guess we could Paris song? Yeah. Indeed. I did not mean to use in prison. Yeah, unfortunate. Paris song. Yeah, we can just chill now, basically. Never mind, he has refresh. That is not cool. Okay, so that means... Holy shit. This man is fast as fuck. And he does not die quickly. I could be dead. Never mind. Holy shit, does he have much HP? Well, I guess I have one blinker seed I could throw. Well, he's still wandering off. Okay. That's a wrap. That it is. I don't imagine we expect the dungeon itself to provide us with any meaningful resistance, correct? Oh, I've done it a few times already. At this point, I've got it down to a science, yeah. You know, not that I'd ever have any interest in returning to Team Moonlight. But you wish you hadn't chosen to take the path of an outlaw? Well, not even quite that, just... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just a bit of nostalgia. Let's go. Asta, it's really you! Yeah, it is. I missed you, love. Alright, thank you, Laylee. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, I guess. You guess? Listen, that's the best you're getting. The two of us have... history. Yeah, I got the short version already. Say, Laylee, I think talking about how we move forward from here might take a little while. May we return to you then? Given us that clearly already knew where it was, sure. No harm in it anymore. Perfect, let's waste no more time. And then, well, that was the last we'd spoken before today. Sounds like the events of your version of the story are more or less the same as Eulalie's telling. But you two disagree on who was being reasonable and who wasn't. Had you expected otherwise? I mean, it'd be easier if there was some kind of misunderstanding, but honestly, as far as I can tell, neither of you were being entirely reasonable. I'll take that as an agreement. So, Eulallie, there's one thing I still would like to know. Do you actually want to be an outlaw? Or did you just keep doubling down until you'd close off every other opportunity? Well, I don't know. Truthfully, I do take pride in some of what I've accomplished, but that was true during my time with Team Moonlight too. I think I'd like the whole Phantom Thief thing at one point. But I'm tired of the loneliness, the paranoia. So you'd go back to being on a rescue team if you could? Yeah, I guess so. Then that settles it. My payment to her, Asta. We could get the Guildmaster to give her a pardon, on the condition that she works off her debt to society on a rescue team. But you don't have nearly the sway with the Guildmaster that I would... Oh, you want me to? Yeah, I want you to ask. Fine. You're lucky I like you, Sigurd. He'll listen to me if I ask. I think he blames me for it anyway. However, I want an apology from you first, for almost killing me. Well, fair enough. I, Miss Maggie's Eulallie, formally apologize for almost killing you with a ceiling. Well, I suppose I should offer you one for my role in escalating things to that point. As do I, truthfully. Well, isn't this better than holding on to old grudges from when you were barely older than teenagers for the rest of your life? Touche, I guess. Yeah, admittedly, yes it is. I'm glad it worked out in the end. And I suppose I agree, as do I. Alright, then, as the game said, it is the end. I do really hope that you all enjoyed The Phantom Thief, and, well, I'm looking forward to the next one, and, well, with that said, until the next time, I do wish you all a great day, night, evening, whatever, and bye.